Welcome to the set
We started.
of Intimacy.
Thanks for having me, Toyin.
Welcome. I am super excited to have you here. Super excited.
I'm excited to be here. I want to see your skills on camera when it comes to me, because we've had a few conversations off camera, in-depth conversations. Go ahead.
So she wants to see how we're going to do on camera.
On camera.
Because we
In
did
focus.
fantastic off camera.
Off camera, yes.
I would actually really love to do all the introduction and this is what we have here, but I actually believe that I won't do justice to it. So I want you to introduce
even know if
yourself.
there's any way to do justice to it. I'm just a little girl who has become a warrior based on life's journey and the things that life has shown me. A warrior that had to carry 2 children on her back, all by herself. I say it all the time. People think, coming here today, I was thinking to myself, is it like I'm sounding like a broken record talking about it over and over again? But the truth about it is that that's where my healing comes from. Because for the longest time in my life, I was embarrassed and felt like a victim of circumstances. Especially having grown with a father that was very doting and loving and very giving, and having lost him when I was not even 16 yet. To have seen that side of experiencing the father's love, then having to be kind of like on my own, even though I was born into a family of 8 children, and then become a mother and a father to a girl and a boy, and then watch my daughter be without a father. Do you understand? So there were 2 things to compare it to. I had a father for 15 years. She never had one. When I lost my dad, I lost my self-esteem. She was born, her father never really took a part in her life, and she suffers from what I call high self-esteem. High self-esteem.
High self-esteem.
High self-esteem. You can't tell my daughter that she no be Dangote pikin.
Wow.
She's so full of herself,
Wow.
and I think it's a God-given thing. For God to give you this daddy's little girl kind of sense of self without having ever experienced it. It's a blessing.
Wow.
So there was a time that I had an issue with my daughter, and I told her that, do you realize that I'm the age that you are right now? I was the age that you are right now, but I had 2 kids to consider. And you are living life thinking, oh, I've gone through a lot. And I'm thinking, I didn't have that choice, but to go through a lot. And there's still a little girl in me that hasn't exactly completely healed. So forget the fact that Laide is your mommy. Forget the fact that Oropo is a warrior. There's an Olaide that is a child, hoping or wishing that she could grow into the woman her father wanted her to be. And I know my father would be proud of who I am today, even though the money never reached the way the way it's supposed to be. But the integrity that I carry myself with is enough for me to know that I'm my father's daughter. And I've done a great job.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I
A
have
mouthful.
I have 2, 3 things I want to pick from all you said.
Yes.
But before we go back, before we circle back to what you said, I want to first tell you that you see that broken record. That's what I want here.
Yes. Because it heals people.
That broken record, that's what I want.
I swear to God.
Let's cement that first.
No. It has to be. Get me some tissue, because broken record go shed tears small by small.
Let's
But
cement
it's
that.
true, because a lot of people don't speak up. I don't remember if you recall last year that I said I was on a war path, fighting for my sanity and telling everybody, don't mess with me. Enough is enough. If you know how many people contacted me behind the scenes doing, saying that I hope one day I have the courage that you've shown. And then you remember that it's not even just about you anymore. Because there are people that don't have the boldness. You have to say, this is what I'm dealing with, or I dealt with, or I've grown from. But they're happy that someone is saying it.
It's funny you say that, because for intimacy, the major reason why intimacy actually exists is for people to watch people talk and be able to say,
That's my story.
so I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
So, like, that is the major reason why intimacy actually
Exists.
is. Yeah.
Yes.
So, thank you for this.
Because we all go around the world with masks.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something recently, a meme that I think I posted 2 days that says people have 3 masks. The one they show to outsiders, the one they show to family and friends, and the one nobody ever sees. For me, I think I have one mask. And it's stars on my shoulder. Because there's a song that Sting sang that is called Shape of My Heart. And he says, there's only one mask you see. I'm not trying to be this to this set of people, this to that set of people. Because one thing I always say is, you are not my God.
Oh my God.
So I don't need to pretend to you because you can't give me salvation. So why should I make you think I'm this way, trying to impress you, be in your good books, get validation from you. And there's really nothing you can do for me at the end of the day. Because when I tell people, when you die, 1 coffin per person. They don't go through these children.
Two people are not sharing.
Everybody is sharing. Twins are not sharing. Mother and Pekin are not sharing. Even if they died at the childbirth or whatever, the baby will still have its own coffin. Only you on your journey. You are not an island. You would mingle with people. You have people iron, sharpen iron as you go along the way. But at the end of the day, do it for yourself. And try to be as true to yourself as possible.
Thank you so much for that. Before I go into 1 or 2 questions,
Yes.
for the sake of people that will be watching, they've heard you call me Tony. They've heard you mentioned Laide, you mentioned Oropo, you mentioned... So I would like you to properly okay, my name is...
Myself. Yeah. My name, my birth names are Grace Okpeyemi or Laide Alabi. Those are the ones that people know me by. Then I became Laide Oropo. They call it a moniker, but I refer it always, every time you see me on television, you will hear me mention Isaiah 45 because I saw it in the Bible where God surnamed somebody, gave him a different name. And I think it was just to break you off, for me, break you off generational curses, have you start your own lineage all by yourself. So I became Oropo, Laide Oropo. It's not in any official documents, but it's what I'm known by. So like I said, the warrior, the prophet is Oropo.
Oropo.
Yes. The little girl is Olaide. The queen is Olaide.
Okay. The little girl is Olaide.
Olaide.
The queen is Olaide.
And then the warrior is Oropo.
I love that. I love that. Okay. What you said kind of ties into the question I had before we started this session, because I had a question on my mind, and when you were introducing yourself, you just kind of just said it.
Said it without you prompting me.
Yeah. So because that question is, what does being a mother, what is it like to you?
It's been my greatest burden and joy.
Greatest burden and joy.
And joy, yeah. Because I married as a little girl, 23. I had a child within a year. I had graduated from school, passed me the tissue, and then, let's not show trailer on our camera screens, we have tissue. Yes, I became a mother not having a blueprint to follow. My father was my father. My late sister was my mother. My maternal mom, aside from being beautiful, being English speaking, fashionable, I can't say I learned a lot from her, but I learned what not to be. I learned what not to be, watching her. I had the benefit of watching my mom and my dad as a couple, as parents, as, community leaders, as friends, as whoever they were, whatever role they played. And I realized that my mom, I'm sorry, things may heal in the future, but my mom wasn't what I wanted to be. And the little experience I had of a mother was my late sister. She died when I was only about 19. So for those years that I had her, I knew this is what they call a mother. Very nurturing, very forgiving, always wants you to be your best, and she'll lay herself down for you to walk over. It was the biggest gift of my life. Laide Alabi, Carol Laide Alabi. She taught me how to be a mother. And I told even my siblings that learning from what Sister Kumbi gave me, because I was her baby in a family of 8 kids, I know what not to do to people, what not to say to people, and what not to do to my children. And because I was a child when I started having children, of course, I would falter, I would have mistakes. But one thing I learned is never be too big to say you're sorry. Never be too big to say, I'm sorry I hurt you. Because what it heals in people and what it can break when people don't get it is a lot. And a lot of parents don't realize that. They think, like our parents used to tell us, I brought you into this world and I can take you out and blah, 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 blah. You're just a vessel through which I came into this world. You're not really my parent. God is the parent. They just used you as the channel to bring me into this world. So do right by me. Do right by me. I mean, me and my daughter were best friends, but she's a better version of me. Oh. And she's also the mirror I look into to see when I'm going wrong. Even at times when she tries to express it, it's hurtful. I'm like, try to watch your words because I'm still your mother. But at the end of the day, at least I have a checks and balances in my house with someone that truly loves me and is trying to tell me, don't be this way, because this is how it's going to turn out. And if you say that these things affected you, it may not look like the same exact picture, but it's bringing out the same result.
So what's the contrast between what you saw growing up, being motherhood, and what you are into now?
The contrast is, I validate your feelings. If you know how many times I've tried to get my mother to say, I hear you, and I'm sorry. Never got it. It's painful, because at 52, I'm still hurting over it. Never got it.
This woman is 52.
Stop harping on the 52.
This beautiful woman is 52.
I am, but I'm still a baby girl. Baby girl. The difference is, I learned to validate feelings and never make somebody feel you don't have a right to feel the way you feel. The fact that I don't understand it doesn't mean you don't have a right to feel the way you feel. But if we could find a respectful way of communicating your hurts to me, who may be the source of the hurt, you may get a better outcome for me to understand where you're coming from and be able to redeem myself with you, as opposed to thinking that you're just using it to judge who I am. Because that's what communication actually helps with. When you don't tell people how you feel in a way they can assimilate it, everybody's just banging heads. Nobody's hearing anybody. You're fighting to be right instead of fighting to be heard and understood.
Wow. So validation of feelings is the major
thing I learned. Yeah, it's a major thing I learned.
Wow. You mentioned being married. Then you mentioned being a mother and a father to your children, and your daughter not having a father. What happened?
Well, when we got married, it was, we were on the rebound, each of us. We married each other. It was just, you're there at the right time. Let's make a story out of this. Neither one of us really, even though he was 7 years older than me, Neither one of us should have been getting married to the other person at the time that we did. But we're going to make a beautiful story out of it. And it didn't work out. And then he didn't really care about the children. And I'm not sorry to say it because it's the truth. If you wake me up in a coma, it's the truth. I tell people if I lie, let God stop some form of happiness for me if I'm not being objective. Because anybody that knows me knows that whether you're family, you're blood, you're friend, the truth is the truth is the truth. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to play the game of making it look good just because you are family and you are not. It's what it is. It is what it is. It is what I'm saying. It is what it is. And what are we going to do with what it is? Are we going to fix it? Or we're going to continue sweeping things under the rug and let it seem as if we'll pick it up next time? We may not have it next time. I mean, there are people that I hurt and I tell, please give me a chance to redeem myself. I've made that speech to many people. Because by the time we cut off this relationship, I want to know that I made attempts to at least apologize for what my wrongdoings were.
For the role you played.
Yes. And I mean, you may not forgive me, but I would have heard where I hurt you. And then it's up to me now to let you know that you matter by my change of behavior towards you. So what happened with the daughter was that when I realized there was domestic violence, right? And when it started extending towards the kids, I knew I had to get out. Not just for myself, but for my kids. I didn't even have any money. I didn't have any money at all. It's not that, I had maybe 50,000 naira and I was trying to raise it. I didn't have anything. I just happened to mention it to someone who knew my late sister and was like, my mother went through it. I'm going to see you out of it, right? But I kept telling my ex, the least you could do is nurture your children with kind words. Uplifting words. Everything is not money. Try to reach out and have a relationship with them. And he never did. They kept trying. I'm not the kind of mother that keeps children away from. Learn your father for yourself. He may not have been a good husband. He may be a great father.
Yeah, because I was actually thinking of that because there are some people, their children takes center stage.
Yes.
They may not be the best wife or husband or
whatever.
But when
but
it
these
comes
children,
to parenting, when it comes to being a mother or being a father, they don't joke with it.
Exactly.
But
that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. And I don't know why people do that a lot because these children didn't ask to be born. Just the same way I didn't ask to be born. Because if I asked to be born, I could specifically tell the dispatch rider where to born me. He says, this is where I want you to born me because this thing is soft life over there. But nobody came with that. You didn't come with the choices. The children came. Do right by them. Or do your best by them. And then if you see that you've dropped the ball somewhere and they express it to you, make amends. Because even as a Christian, forget that Kabio. There are times I'm mad at God. There are times I tell God, why me? Do you understand? And I think it's something I should have a right to do. Because if you say as a heavenly father, I should see you as my earthly father, if you can love me this much, can I imagine how much more you love me? I can ask my daddy. Laide Alabi of blessed memory, but daddy, this thing that you did wasn't right. So I feel that I should have the access to the throne of grace and say,
what is going on?
Look at me now. Even Jesus said, Baba God, or if he get us, maybe
we are here for.
Maybe we can give you your water jump cup and go my merry way. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if he could ask, why can't I?
Yeah, I get that.
And I ask. The answer may not be what I want it to be, but I ask. So by the same token, a child should be able to ask a parent, you're not treating me fairly. And maybe you don't even realize it. Let me explain to you what I think you're dropping the ball at as a parent. Now, you may not get the answer you want because as a parent first, my role is still my role. And I have to get you ready for the world. So I may not always be your friend. In fact, they say that if your child doesn't tell you they hate you at least once in your life, you're not doing a great job. You've heard that before. If your child doesn't tell you, I hate you,
it's
at least once in your life, you're not doing a great job, because it can't all be hunky-dory all the time. There are things that we just have to tell each other, look, this is me. This is what I would accept from you, but the world will not accept it. And I must make sure I drum this lesson into your skull, your medulla oblongata, so that when you're alone in the world, you will know how to act.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. You answered my question, actually.
Okay.
But I would like for it to just be a sentence, because you actually explained why motherhood has been a burden and a joy.
Yeah.
So in a sentence, like, I would like you to just sum it up, what being a mother has been like for you in a sentence.
It's been the greatest. I deserve some accolades in my life, because I didn't have the know-how, and they turned out great. I mean, thank God for the grace of God. It's not as if anybody taught me how to be, but it's the one thing.
And you did it on your own.
I did it on my own with the grace of God and whoever He sent my way to help me, assist me, advise me, be a support system. And my kids turned out right. No problem. To the glory of God, I pray it never changes. They turned out right. I mean, there are people that don't know me, have met my children and said, I need to send a message of well done to whoever raised you. Without knowing me. I mean, if you know me, you can say, okay, maybe it's because they know me. They're just saying it to my face. They've said, the woman that raised you. I mean, I've had people call me from Ireland saying, oh, well, you don't know me, madam, but I met your son. He was, and I just said I needed to say, whoever raised you did a great job. And my son goes, oh, you're the greatest man I've ever known. Those are my greatest accolades. Now, money I didn't look for now. Everything else in life, I think I've achieved. So, I mean, when you talk about bragging rights, it's the one thing I tell people, you cannot check me where that is concerned.
Oh, that's something to be proud of.
As in, let me be priding and putting my shoulder pads on. So you and I have spoken in private. Yeah. We've spoken about what challenges we've gone through in life. As someone who could easily have been your mother, who could be your sister, who could be a friend. And I've told you that, look, your journey is your journey. Learn whatever you learn from whatever you've experienced, and tell yourself what you would not accept as behavior towards you going forward. Because they're all lessons. They're either lessons or they're blessings. But to go through this life blissfully, it doesn't happen. Even billionaires' children will tell you what they're going through. Because money may be the challenge I have. Those that don't have money as a challenge will tell you the challenges they are facing.
And
then you'll be like,
the other.
You would even tell yourself, I prefer myself like this. I don't want that experience. I don't want that experience to be caged in because I belong to one legacy that I didn't ask for. And then you're telling me it has to be this way. I don't want it. Let me find my way. Some people go through that. Now, money me, I want to.
Our challenges in one pogon.
I don't want to mention the names of billionaires' children that we've heard of that have almost run mad. That please, can I just have my own life and not be attached to this family name?
Wow. Thank you for that. Thank you. Motherhood for you is your
biggest, I deserve some accolades.
I love that for you.
Put some respect on my name.
I love that for you. That will lead me to my next question.
Okay.
And this one is a very interesting one for me because I am so looking forward to what your response will be.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I adjust myself.
So, if life were to be a human being with personalities,
life
itself in general were to be a human being with personalities, what personality would you say life has been to you?
Has been to me?
Yeah.
A teacher, a comfort blanket, an invigilator, when I'm being tested to see if I learned my lesson the first time. Do you understand? Or if you want to do carryover with the same course over and over again. Life as a human being has been a good friend a lot of times, because I tell people I'm grace personified. And at the same time, I'm waiting for life to be my sugar daddy. No, but really, because they say, let me just crack a joke. They say if money is your only problem, you don't have a problem. And that's the only thing I think I haven't been able to say, oh, I'm so successful financially. Everything else I've done well. Life has been a good tutor to me and a graceful one who has accorded me mercy, not let me look like what I've been through, and still be able to smile about what I've been through and be hopeful. Because as I'm complaining about certain things, people are looking at me and thinking if I could only have her life. So you must be able to weigh your blessings and your lessons and trudge along.
So if I actually understand you very well, with the titles you've given to life, a tutor, an invigilator, a good friend, a comfort blanket.
Yeah.
So you're trying to say life has been soft where it needs to be soft, has been a little bit
tough,
where it needs to be.
with Makere at some time.
Yeah.
And then you now realize that the lessons were for a reason. Because if you didn't go through it, let me give you an example. Having been a mother to my children and raising them with my, meager earnings. When my daughter moved to London, she called me one day and said, I just want to thank you. But I don't know how you were able to manage those funds you had. And we will ask for things and you will provide them. Now, to buy milk in Tesco is not easy. Now, to spread her money to be able to buy the feminine things she needs, the food she needs, to have transport and everything. And she's like, how did that woman cope? Life will teach you lessons that you didn't even know you needed and be able to stand on your own. I remember when we were living in Ireland and I used to take them for as many holidays as I could, to London, to Paris at times, to Amsterdam and everything. But I started teaching them how to learn to use the underground trains, right? On some other person's platform, the person will be like, oh, when we go on holiday, we have cabs, our parents give us this and everything. My daughter said one day that when she looks at her mates and the way they keep messing up, she's like, luxury is not a good thing. I'm telling you. But because now that they're on their own in a foreign country, they can't cope. And she's thinking, you don't know how to ride the train. You don't know how to pay a bill. You don't know how to break it down. And when these things were happening, she was thinking these are tough times.
She didn't know she was learning life skills.
Life skills that made her independent and stronger than most of her friends who had pampering all the way.
So you balanced it. They asked for things, you provided.
And the time that I said no, they would realize that we were, cutting this one off. It's a case of opportunity cost. What are we going to let go of for you to be able to get this? Right? And then when you become your own earner, you'll now be like, okay, this is not important. I realize why I don't need to buy designer yet, because it's not designer that is validating me. As long as the things have quality, will I wear them? And then they start adjusting themselves. And when they're balling, and they'll tell you that the money day now, I will spend that. Do you understand?
Wow.
But learn to abase and abound. Life teaches you that if you are willing to learn, abase and abound.
Yeah. So life has been good to you.
Yes.
In one word.
Oh, look at me now. Wow. Life has been good to me.
Despite all.
Despite all.
Life has been.
Despite all. Despite all. I really appreciate what life has made me. The kind of person it has made me. Strong, dogged, kind, and compassionate. I'm able to go through life thinking, if I felt this way, I don't want to put someone else through that same journey. So for that, I thank life. Because if you've never experienced, you know when they say if you've never walked in a man's shoes, you don't know what they've gone through. Yeah. I've walked in many shoes. And I know that I have empathy because I've been through it. I wouldn't just tell you I understand just to make it seem as if let's just move along.
It's okay.
It's because I've been through it. And when I tell you,
get it.
You understand that I really understand.
Yeah.
So when I say, oh, be patient with this, you'll be like, okay, she's been through it. That's why she can tell me be patient with this. Or don't take this. Stand for what you know is yours and fight. You know that I'm not just talking because I like violence.
You're just doing motivational speaker.
It's not a motivational speaking. It's not a motivational something. Yeah. It's a case of when this comes at you, face it and stop the nonsense. Even when you feel, you know, a lot of people would say, I don't know, I like to say Yoruba a lot because it teaches me things in depth, right? They say, it means when you are in your humble beginnings, you pander to people's needs and what they expect of you because you are trying to get something, right? But if you know who you are, whether you are trying to get something or not trying to, you stand for who you are all the time.
By the time you have what you believe you need and you are able to handle yourself.
People who say it's because she get money now, she can't they tough. They will be like, even when she no get money, who she be. She no go take nonsense from this person. Kakabe, she no go chop the food. She go waka. It's a good place to be able to have strength within yourself, have integrity, speak for truth, speak for the voiceless, and be able to face any maga. Face any maga. You will suffer for it, because when you're fighting against the norm, you will have to stand on your own. You're going against the grain.
Of course.
So you have to stand on your own, and you would have to face a lot of people and tell them, look, it's not about just going with the crowd. What is the right thing to do?
There's nobody that that says I don't want to go with the crowd. I will not stand up because everybody's going in this direction. You're going here. Everybody will see you.
They will see you and they will mock you first. They will mock you and be like, why is her own always different? Why is she the only one stand? But at the end of the day, if you're standing for something, I mean, if Jesus did not go against the grain, how would we know what kindness really should be? It will just be, what are you worthy of when it comes to your wages? We won't know mercy. Yeah. We won't know grace. We won't know favor. We won't know kindness.
Yes, true. Wow.
But we had to go against the grain to teach you that it doesn't always follow these rules. Life won't always go like this. And when it doesn't, where is your humanity in dealing with people? If you haven't gone through it, you may not have the grace to extend it to somebody else because you've never had to go through it. Like the prodigal child that had to go through that suffering. When he came back into his father's house, he will have kindness because he knows there was a time. Humble. Very humble. And then he knows there was a time he was in a place where he didn't have a right to, and people showed him kindness. So now, as the rightful heir or whoever he is, he'll be like, but for the grace of God, there go I.
Wow, thank you so much. You know, you said off camera was fantastic. This one is fantabulous. So,
I just hope I'm giving you what what you invited me here to come and talk about.
The thing that it is even paining me is that we cannot go on and on and on and on. That's the one that is paining me, but no problem. The one that we have so far, my God, like, do you know how many people will listen and be like, oh, wow. How many people?
I find that people don't want to hear your story until you've made it in life. Then they hear you. A lot of people say it, and they use it as memes. No one wants to hear your story until you succeed, so go out and succeed. Not everybody is going to succeed. And the fact that I didn't succeed doesn't mean there's nothing I cannot teach.
Really, what is even success? Because
for people, it's all about money. To them, it's all about money.
You get
success is money. But I tell you, the person will get money, the thing we go learn from me, money no fit buy her.
The fact that many people outside can say, oh, what you said, like, oh, until you succeed, you cannot. But there are many inside where there's no one seeing them that desire to. No, there's men that even desire to hear, you're not alone. It is okay.
It is not just you.
It is.
Everybody is not holding microphone and holding seminars for 250
There are some people that actually...
One-on-one in a bus ride, downfall ride, I can make impact.
Yes.
And I've done it many times.
Definitely.
By the time we get down, people will be like, I wish I had more time with you. If that's all, someone once said something to me, be the only Jesus some people get to see in their lives. Minister to people with your life. Whether it's your grace, your challenges, even if it's the fact that you were able to hold on, say it to somebody else. You would probably buy them another few days of hope when they know that it's not only me, it's happening to now.
Wow.
I haven't been forgotten. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's life.
Wow. Thank you.
You can't even say you meet me and you don't have something that I impacted you in. No, it's general in life. There's nobody that has met me that hasn't learned something, whether they want to admit it or not. I know captains of industry, one in particular, I won't mention his name, but it's like a deep accolade for me that he said, I really admire you because you've become so liberated. But I see a lot of people chained by what they think human beings expect of them, what they think that the world... Why is Fela so monumental? He went against the grain.
Yeah.
But let's stop telling people now so it go be now. So if it not be like that, okay, now me, I'm the child of a Kuti. I've kept my pedigree aside and I'm sitting with the masses and telling you, if I can sit with you, nothing the way we know fits overcome. That's why Fela really made impact. Because they knew he could be, Jesus could be the Son of God, a King Herod on earth. But he chose to come and sit with the masses. But you know they alone.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
I really hope there's somebody's here.
That I hope I'm communicating with somebody.
Yes, definitely.
Am I speaking to somebody?
You not just one person though. Definitely. This leads me to my next question.
Yes.
When you were speaking, you said you lost your dad at the age of 16, 17?
16, not even. 16. I wasn't even 16 when he died. Yes.
Then you
my
lost...
sister left 3 years. My most beloved sibling. That was 3 years after. That was my...
To you 3 years after. That is a big blow.
Yes. I was saying to someone 2 days ago that I'm sorry whoever hears this, that when people say they're bereaved, at times I really cannot empathize with them the way they expect me to, because I lost these people at a tender age. So when your mother is with you till she's 85, your father was with you till you graduated, you married, and then you're crying. I'm like, you're lucky. Wow. Do you understand? It may seem insensitive. Yes, it may seem insensitive, but I'm thinking to myself, I didn't have that luxury of having daddy be around till I could stand on my own. I couldn't stand on my own when daddy left. Quit crying. Do you understand? And it, like I said, it seems insensitive, but it's a case of dust yourself off. It has happened, it has happened.
It is your perspective.
Now, this is your story to write. Because daddy has gone and you may even die before daddy. I mean, we know people that have lost children. Yeah. You may die before daddy, even though it's not the right order of things. It's not what we want it to be. If you are left in this world on your own, what would your story be? Daddy has lived his life, live your own.
But that grief.
Yes.
Do you think you ever healed from it?
No. Because my sister's own, I didn't even deal with it for 20 years. I kept her alive in the corner in my mind, and I didn't deal with the grief. And when it hit me like a ton of bricks. Grief is something that you can never tell anybody how to handle it, how to go about it. I have a friend who lost a child. 5 years now, every day she mentions his name. To somebody else, even to me, I said to her once that, but you still have other children to think about. But who am I to determine how she would heal? I haven't lost a child and I pray I don't. Do you understand? So it goes back to, until you walk in somebody's shoes, don't presume you know how something is affecting them or how it should affect them. If you're strong enough to move on and be, so focused on what you need to do, good for you. But there's someone that would, today is my late sister's birthday.
Today.
I'm telling you, 20th of September. Today is my late sister's birthday. And I shed those tears before I came. And she died in 1992. That's how many years ago?
33.
92?
90, yeah.
That's 33 years ago.
33.
And I wake up and I'm thinking, oh, I'm bereaved. You never get over it. You can go through life, but you never get over it. So, in this world, be kind. You don't know what someone else is dealing with. I put on makeup today, Tony. You don't know what I was dealing with before I left my house. Do you understand? But I put on a face of bravery to come and speak to somebody, and I'm going back home to probably deal with something that I set aside. We all come out putting on our brave faces because the world is a race we still need to run. But when someone tells you, I'm tired, let them rest. Let them rest. Because if you don't rest, the danger is you lose hope and you give up. Even Olympics is once every 4 years. Do you understand?
Enough time to recover.
Even people that are breaking records, they give them break times in the break. People need time to rest from life. Rest. And it's not weekend I'm talking about. If it becomes too much for you, take a break. Take a breather. Heal. Find a support system to build you up. In Yoruba, there's something that says that if you don't do this, people can't lift you up.
Yeah.
So stop being so strong all the time. Find a safe space to
in
express.
A society that shouts, be strong, be strong.
On social media, everybody is coping perfectly well. I'm one person that will tell you, if you ask me how are you, if I'm not okay, I'm not okay. I don't care if they will mock me and say, it's happening to her. To hell with you. It's not always going to be honky-dory. Even the child where I born, she be labor day there.
Exactly.
Do you understand? Nothing goes easy. The degree I got, I would have gone through exams, sleepless nights, and burning the midnight oil. Nothing comes easy. So if somebody says, how are you? I tell people, listen to their answer. Don't assume I am fine is I am fine. And most people assume all problems need money for the solution. No. At times, all I want is a hug.
Or even presence.
Presence.
I'm
Sit there,
here.
don't even say anything.
Yeah.
Come to my house. Even if Nami go buy your boat right, I just want human connection. Sit with me, let us order shawarma, watch a program and laugh. It has healed something in me. Do you understand? That money cannot buy. I know billionaire friends that appreciate little me with nothing being in their lives. Why? Laide would always have something to say that would crack me up. Do you understand? Everybody has something to give somebody. Everybody has something to give somebody. But please be attentive when you're meeting people. What do they need? You may not have it, you may know who has it. And the fact that they were able to share it with you could save someone from committing suicide. I've worked in a place before that I went to the security post and I said to everybody, I have a story to share with you. Went on and on and on because I'm their boss. They think life is honky-dory. Left and one of them followed me and said, God bless you for coming to talk to us, madam. I told myself today that when I get home, I go kill myself.
You don't think?
I said to God. But when you can't tell me, say even you where they look, get thing where you they go through, where they affect you like this, where and you still they smile, you still they laugh. Yeah. I can't tell myself, say waiting the way God no fit do.
Oh my God.
Thank you. INTOMESEE means look beyond the mask I put on. Look beyond the mask. Try to see the real me. And save me from myself at times. As I might also be the one to save you from yourself. I use the military way of judging things to let people understand that no man gets left behind. When you watch war movies, So long as there's life in a soldier, they will carry him.
Yes.
Whether they've blown off the legs, they've blown off,
Yes.
they will carry him. That's what we're meant to do for one another. I will carry you till you can stand, whether with crutches or with new, what do they call, prosthetic legs. And then you will carry me. Maybe not this you, they help me carry. I have a friend that had surgery and shortly after a brain surgery. But this girl, you know what I was telling God when she was going through it? She must not die. Why? When I have issues, this girl will tell me, give me your burdens. She will go and help me analyze this problem that is weighing me down and then bring it back to me with consumable nuggets that let's take this step after the other. That's a gift that she's giving me that my brain cannot deal with. And the devil wants to attack our own brain. This brain, where God they use, sorts everybody else's problems. Do you understand? And what does she like about me? Laide knows fashion. Well, can you imagine the gifts that everybody has, that someone would think, I can't live without this, my friend. When I need to put on my best foot, she's the one I know. She says this is how I should look. I trust her judgment. Do you understand? Someone else will tell you that the things I can't express, Laide will help me put it on paper. By the time she writes it down, I have a way to say it. That's one thing I know. I have a voice. I know how to express. I know how to speak up for people.
What I'm even seeing is that, from what you're sharing, what I'm even seeing is that you are actually affirming that everybody has value to give.
Every human.
It's not money. It's not just about money. There is something for you to give.
Even if it's just prayer. You know how someone says, you give someone a tip and they say, I gave somebody water one day, Bolt driver, and he said, may you never thirst in your life. That prayer meant so much more to me than that bottle of water. Because he doesn't know what I'm going through. But the words he spoke in that moment ministered to me, and I was like, God, I will not go thirsty. And I'm not talking about water. You get?
Yeah.
Everybody has something to give.
Oh my God.
INTOMESEE. Look beyond the masks that we all wear. Reach the insights.
Wow.
You want to bring me back for a part 2?
Okay. we are the last question.
Yes.
The very final one. So I've asked previous guests, and I'll still ask you. If you strip yourself of all of this, how it all started, the losses, the early marriage, the failure of it, being a mother, everything, the ones you have attempted that you have failed at, the one you have succeeded at, if you strip yourself of all of this, who do you think, I'll mention the name of the queen, who do you think Olaide will be?
A child of grace.
A child of grace.
A child of grace. Beyond it all, I have found favor. I believe, you know, when the Bible said, as much as you do this to the least of them.
Yeah, you have done it to me.
And then if you have the heart of a child, I believe I'm a child always, because it keeps my mind pure and kind, hopeful, and blessed. I'm God's baby.
So you're God's baby.
I'm a child of grace. That's what I am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toyi.
This brings us to the
Thank you.
Thank you.